guys, welcome to another video. I've given you 10 reasons not to buy luxury in my previous video. I'm now going to do the counter argument, 10 reasons to still buy luxury. So keep watching and then I'm going to give my view on this. Some of these are not how I feel. These are just reasons that may apply to you. So let's get going. So in my previous video, I gave you 10 reasons to stop buying luxury items. Some of them, you can counter argument all of them. So I thought I'll do another video where I'll give you the opposite side of the coin and tell you 10 reasons to still buy. So let's kick off with number 1. So the first reason, I'm just going to call it the feel. Just the feeling you get when you get your hands on that bag. It can be a bag, it could be some ready to wear, it could be anything. Whatever you have been saving up for, dreaming of, I don't know. For me, it's always a long process. I research, I look forward to a certain thing coming out. It's a big process and I love it. I love a handbag because, if you ever feel like me, if you never feel great and you're comfortable in your own skin and you don't feel great in clothes very often, a bag gives you that feel. It just does. Now, you could say any bag does that, but there's something about a luxury bag that just is that, just the feel. It just makes you feel very special. So reason number 2 is customer service. I'm not saying at all that you cannot get good customer service in any shop, in any type of hospitality, anything. I'm not saying that. Or in more affordable brands, I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying in my experience, the best customer service I have ever had in any direction across anything is Dior and Louis Vuitton. Susie and James, you are both incredible, and I honestly, you make it so wonderful for me that I want to just buy and buy and buy, and I know I won't do that, but I wish I could. I can't do that. But the customer service in some of these top stores, now you can get really bad customer service too, you really, really can. However, in my experience, those 2 people in particular, they make me want to keep buying from them because they are so wonderful. Reason number 3 is brand and the heritage of the brand. Now, this is in counter argument to when I talked about Balenciaga and the fact that you could have spent thousands of pounds on Balenciaga goods that you can no longer use because suddenly their morals and their judgment, their decisions that they've made do not align with you, or it's perceived that you're not allowed to support Balenciaga anymore. So you've got these items that you can't use. But in counter argument to that, if you really get to know a brand and understand the heritage and, I don't know, just understand the craftsmanship that goes behind it and things like that, then that's one reason to get behind that brand and actually show your support to it. Now, I know all these big brands make a ton of money, of course they do, but I also know from the sales associates that I deal with that in particular Dior and Louis Vuitton, they really look after their staff. And it sounds like, particularly, I know I've talked to Susie about this quite a lot, I think it's a really lovely place to work is through Dior. I think they really look after their staff, so that's something that I really, really like. I like to know that the staff that I'm dealing with are being treated fairly and are enjoying their job and all the rest of it. So I like to stand behind a brand that stands for things that I stand for, and getting to understand the craftsmanship behind it, how they make a Lady Dior bag, and the artisans that came over from Florence to show us what they do every day. I just loved all that. So for me, it was a reason to get behind the brand. It's the same as Hermes, and you know that the one artisan is making, your bag for you, and I don't know, I just think I love all that. Number 4 to still buy luxury is the quality. Now, before you scream at the screen and tell me that I've banged on about quality issues, yes, I have, and yes, I've had an issue with this one, and it was put right immediately. So I'm not bashing anybody in the other video when I've said quality isn't there. In some brands, I don't think it is. Chanel I'm not impressed with at the minute. However, all of these other bags, I've been buying bags for what, 30 years or something. That is the first bag, famous last words, I don't want to tempt fate, but that is the only bag I've ever had an issue with, and it was put right immediately. I have never had to take any bag back for quality issues. I've never had anything. It's not entirely true. I remember my Galliera bag. Hang on a minute, I'll just grab it. Just remembered about this one. So this is the only other one that I've ever had any quality issue, and it wasn't a quality issue. This ring here, this ring that holds the strap, this came loose, and I was getting out of a taxi with my husband. We were going out for dinner, and the strap just came apart, and the ring, yeah, it just fell apart. I'd had this bag probably 10 years at that point. I can't remember. I'd had it a long time. I'd used it pretty much every single day. And yeah, so I actually was going to just find somewhere to take it, and I thought I'll just pop into Louis Vuitton and ask them what they suggest, because I don't want anyone else looking at it really. So I went in and I said, oh, this bag is so old, I just wondered, do you have somebody who you would recommend to just sort this for me? And the lady took it downstairs, and she came back about 5 minutes later, and she'd fixed it. And she just said, that's perfect. And I said to her, oh, how much do I owe? That's amazing. She would not charge me anything. She wouldn't charge me anything. And she just, I don't know whether she just soldered it back on. I have no idea what she did. But anyway, it's been perfect ever since. So the two tiny issues that I've had, one with that, which was my own doing because I hadn't looked after the bag, and then the one that we know about with that one, both Louis Vuitton, both put right immediately, costing me nothing. So I stand behind the quality of most of these things because I've never had an issue before. Reason number 5 is resale value. Now, again, before you scream at me and say, but you just argued in the other video that these bags are not an investment, they don't hold their money, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's true. However, these bags will have some worth. You may technically lose money compared to what you paid for it, but most things that we buy are disposable, aren't they? And once you've bought it, that money's gone. You're not going to really realise a lot of money from them. Luxury items will always have some worth. Might not be exactly what you want from it, but there will be some worth in it. Reason number 6 for still wanting to buy luxury is the status that goes with it, the perception when you're carrying one of these bags. Now, this isn't for me. This isn't me, I promise you. I just love the items. I don't like drawing attention to myself. But bear in mind, I'm on the internet, and bear in mind I've got all these sat behind me. I still don't really like drawing attention to myself. However, some people love it. Some people love to be seen with that item. It gives the perception to somebody else that this person is doing well, we are doing okay in life, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that floats your boat, you do you. Reason number 7 is some of the items are super exclusive, and that's really nice to have. Now, this is in counter argument. In my other video, I was saying some of these things are not exclusive anymore. However, some of them still are. So how many Birkins do you see on the street? How many people do you know that actually have one, that aren't people you just watch on the internet? We're all in this bubble, aren't we, where we're watching all these videos and it appears that we're all unboxing things left, right and centre. This is not reality. This is 30 years worth of working hard and scrimping and saving and everything else for me. And yeah, and when you feel that these things are everywhere, everybody's got them. No, everybody in the little bubble of the thing that you're watching on the internet has them. But that's a very small percentage, and it's concentrated because that is the topic, that is the genre that you're watching. However, how many people do I know that actually own any Hermes bags in real life? I know probably one other person in my world, in my real world rather than my internet world, And yes, so they're very, very exclusive. We just don't feel that they are. And also, if you are lucky enough to be able to get your hands on, for example, a Hermes bag, they are incredibly exclusive. They're incredibly difficult to get hold of. So yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite nice to have something that is so exclusive and so special. Number 8, the style, the design of these fashion houses. When you see some of these incredible designs, the capucines, honestly, the design of that bag, the petite malle, it's just, Louis Vuitton have gone into the archives and they have said, right, let's design a little clutch bag that encapsulates our brand, our heritage, the trunk making, the hard-sided luggage, and they come up with that, and it's just incredible. I love all of that. So even though there are designs from every fashion house at every price point and everything else, the top luxury houses do come out with some incredible styles and designs, fabrics, textures. It's just, I love all of the actual planning and the actual designing behind it. I just think it's absolutely incredible. I love watching the runway shows to see what's coming. Yeah, even just looking at the side trunk, just take the side trunk and the fact that they've like merged two worlds in Louis Vuitton, the hard-sided luggage and then the soft leather goods. And anyway, I can harp on about it all day, but I just think I love the design. I just do. The 9th reason to still buy luxury is for what it means to you. The fact that it can signify something in your world. It could be that you've rewarded yourself for something. It can be a memory of something. I am such an, Amelia says this in her videos, I am such a sentimental Sally. We are both really, really similar in that respect. And a lot of my bags, I just remember where I was and what I was doing. And sometimes if we're away somewhere and I buy a bag, it's a memory of that trip and of that time and being with my daughters or my husband or, you know, with friends. I've got bags from 20 odd years ago that I've got a beautiful little, I'll just grab it. So this is my pochette accessoire in the red epi leather from Louis Vuitton, and I bought this in New York about 21 years ago, and we were with our best friends and we had the most amazing trip, honestly. And this is, as soon as I see this, I go straight back to that memory. And yes, I could have bought something not branded, I could have bought something extremely affordable and still evoke the same memories, but this is like it's like two worlds collide in my love of luxury goods and my love of bags, and also travel and being with friends and all those amazing memories. So yeah, these are memories for me. And also when I unboxed my mini capucines up there, I bought that and I waited to unbox it until I'd hit my 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And just while we're talking about that, if you do want to subscribe, I will be so grateful. You know what to do, just hit the button down below. And to anybody that has subscribed, anybody that's watching, I just again want to say a massive thank you. I'm loving what I'm doing. Anyway, when I unbox this one, every time I look at that bag now, it's very special to me, and it's special because it's a beautiful bag. I love using it, I love wearing it, I love the design, all the rest of it. But I also immediately, it just reflects a time of my life where, and it's not even hitting 1,000 subscribers as such as a goal, which is incredible and I'm very grateful, but it signified to me that I put myself out of my comfort zone. I had walked away from my career, I had a go at YouTube, I was completely and utterly out of my comfort zone and still are to some extent, and that signified to me that I could do it. I am doing it. It's all okay. The world is not going to stop turning because I'm not an accountant anymore. And it's a very big, deep conversation. But anyway, it signifies something to me. So, and yes, it could be something else. It happened to be that. So that's a reason for me to always, signify something with a memory. And the 10th reason to buy luxury items is pure and simple because you want to. That's it. You don't have to justify anything to anyone. I've spent 2 videos telling you 10 reasons not to buy, and now I've told you 10 reasons to buy. Actually, do what you want. It's your money, it's your choice, it's your decision. If you want to buy a luxury item, you buy it. It's your money. You do exactly what you want to do. Don't be worried about judgment of others. Don't be worried about this or that or what somebody's going to think, or what do you love? What do you want? That's it. It's as simple as that. So forget all of what we've said and do what you want. That's it. So thank you so much for watching. I would love to start a discussion in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. And other than that, I'll see you on another one.